Senator, there's a lot of chatter that you may be getting a lot of the last-minute votes going your way. How does it feel?
Well, we've always felt great about our campaign here, and we continue to feel that it's growing in our support. We'll see what it leads to on Monday night. I mean, Ted Cruz is clearly the front runner going into the night. He has 10,000 volunteers on the ground. He has spent an exorbitant amount of time here, tremendous amount of time here, and has gotten every endorsement he wanted. So we know it's a tough hill to climb, but we feel very good about our campaign and very positive about what it means going into New Hampshire. We'll be leaving as soon as the caucus is over, and we'll be in New Hampshire early Tuesday morning ready to work.
Sounds like you're setting expectations for your opponent there. He's calling you the Republican Obama. What do you think of that?
Well, other than the fact that I oppose virtually everything Barack Obama stands for. And what's happened here, it's kind of bizarre because, you know, Ted is leading in a lot of the polls. He has a vast organization here and has spent a lot of money. And his campaign has bragged repeatedly about how well they're going to do here. So it's kind of strange that at the last minute they've pivoted all their attacks against me. And disingenuous attacks. You know, they took a video of an interview that I did in 2007 in Florida and clipped it so that my full statement wasn't heard, and it makes it sound like I support cap and trade. And this has already been lampooned and mocked for years because others have tried to do the same thing. So it's kind of a weird and strange last-minute desperation attack. It's not really, I really don't understand why. He's got such a strong organization here in Iowa, but it's all fine. We're going to be okay. We feel good about it.
But maybe it's a good sign he's attacking you. It means you must be doing something right.
Well, we've taken more than anybody else in attacks. I mean, Jeb Bush's super PAC has spent now close to $30 million on television, which is more than every attack on every other candidate combined. And then you add Ted Cruz's attacks. When people don't attack a candidate that has no chance to win. So we feel very good about it, and we feel even better about the fact that it's having no impact and that we're continuing to work and move forward with our message. So we're going to close strong here with our message. We like where that leads, and then we look forward to moving on as well to New Hampshire and South Carolina, which comes up shortly after that.
Let me ask you about those Jeb Bush attacks from his super PAC. It spent a lot of money attacking you. Stephen Hayes of the Weekly Standard said the lasting legacy of those attacks may be to make Donald Trump the nominee. What do you think of that?
Well, Donald Trump, I don't believe, is going to be the nominee. That said, yeah, I mean, Jeb has a right to spend his money on any way he wants. I think people have noticed that it's close to $30 million of attack ads against me. And I knew that when I got into this race that the establishment, many people in the Republican establishment, didn't want me to run. They thought I needed to wait my turn or wait in line. But I just felt that after 7 years of Barack Obama, this was no time for patience. It was a time for action. And so I ran, and I knew that I would face some of this. This is, big dollar checks that were written into that super PAC. I'm sure some of the people that wrote those checks are disappointed, and others, perhaps, this is what they intended all along. But in the end, this election is in God's hands, as everything is. And so we're going to do our very best, and we're confident about where that leads.
You said the establishment doesn't want you, but when I talk to people who would be considered good members in good standing of the establishment, they do want you. The Des Moines Register endorsed you. You are the hope against Ted Cruz and Donald Trump.
If that was the case, I wouldn't have raised only $6 million in the third quarter of last year, and I would be the one with a $100 million super PAC. But it's fine. Look, in the end, we have to unify the Republican Party. In essence, we're not going to be able to succeed if we can't unify the Republican Party and the conservative movement, and then we have to grow it. We have to reach out to people that haven't voted for us before and convince them that conservatism is the right approach for America. I believe that I know that I am the candidate that can best, most quickly unify the party, unify the conservative movement, and grow it. And I know that if I'm our nominee, I defeat Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton. And so that's why I know in the end we'll be successful. We feel very positive about our campaign.